transactions like supermarket shopping. When Xiaowen Wang makes an electronic payment, her purchases tell the state a lot about her. Buying cigarettes would count against her. On the other hand, nappies show she's an attentive mother. Beer could indicate alcoholism. She'd be better off buying water.
Do you think China is more capitalistic than America? Listen to this.
I think there's many ways in which the Chinese are much more capitalistic than the Americans are today. They engage in much more ruthless competition, red and tooth and nail, about fighting for all sorts of business. There's all sorts of ways in which the Chinese are doing better manufacturing than the Americans. China built about one America's worth of highways over 18 years, between 1993 to 2011. 9 years after that, they built another America's worth of highways. They're still building all sorts of dams. They're still building all sorts of weaponry projects. And so this is where I think that the Americans have a few good lessons to learn from China, that China has produced to some extent functional public works, very orderly cities, a very robust manufacturing base, all of these things that Washington, D.C., the rest of America does not really exemplify very well today.
But China is also a one-party police state. You know, the government can do more or less what it likes. America doesn't have that luxury. It's a very messy kind of democracies, like most democracies. Do you think ultimately that degree of control in China will be a problem for them?
Perhaps over the very long term. But right now, the autocratic states like China are doing a pretty good job at provision of all sorts of public works. Now, I want to be very clear that I don't think that the United States should just learn from China. I think there are much better models available to the United States. We can look at how Japan has built high-speed rail, how the French and the Spanish have built subway systems. The Danish have excellent public works as well. So I would love for the U.S. to study a little bit more from, let's say, the Europeans, let's say from the Japanese, rather than directly from the Chinese.
Country that the US should learn from. Do you agree with this?
You said something interesting, because, you know, I was born in the Soviet Union, so we both have direct experience of socialism in various shapes and forms. You talked about, well, there's positives and there's negatives. So is there a country that's done socialism the way that you like?
I would say that I am hypercritical of all forms of governance, including the American one. I think that's not a surprise to you guys, right? And in that same vein, I think like there is critiques to apply to all forms of governance, even socialist ones.
Yeah.
And as far as like getting closer to what I think has been relatively successful, because if ultimately the point of government is to improve the material conditions of all people, to the best of your ability. It's not always going to be perfect, but when you are getting, I don't know, the poorest people, the poorest of the dispossessed masses out of a situation where they were servile to landed gentry, or they were peasants from an agrarian society, or they were dominated by the landlords, but then ultimately they were able to come into modernity and become like a powerhouse, an industrial powerhouse that is competitive with the largest superpower on the planet. I would say if that's the point of good governance, and I think you guys might agree with me on that, I would say China is probably the closest. And there are still plenty of failures within the Chinese system as well, plenty of issues within the Chinese system as well. But that's probably the closest, I would say, to an example that we should follow. And lessons that we should learn from. This is something that I talk about quite a bit. Ironically enough, we only utilize some of the most repressive elements of Chinese governance here in the United States of America, especially in the second Trump administration, and none of the good stuff. We don't have any high-speed rail. We don't have any even development. There is seemingly nothing to look forward to in America in terms of economic prosperity, in terms of overall health of society, in terms of scientific achievements. And I think a lot of younger people also feel the same way, where they feel like there's nothing to look forward to here.
In China, the CBDC is linked to your digital ID. If you drive too fast, the speed camera will deduct your driver's license points before automatically deducting your fine from your digital wallet. If you jaywalk, the facial recognition system will immediately display your face on a public board of shame and deduct points from your wallet. person was caught without a helmet. Police in control room immediately deducted $3 fine from his digital wallet and could lose 1 social credit point. In Beijing, the homeless are hiding under a bridge. Many young people are becoming homeless after blacklisted by social credit system. A Chinese HR lady warns young people that if they are blacklisted by social credit system, they already have a criminal record and the company can't hire them.
有案底和黑户这个场进不了，不管你是什么样的案底，你要来跟我说一声啊，有案底一定查，大家不要浪费这个时间去跑啊。我跟你说，我有案底。你是哪种案底？这都好多年了。好多年前的那是。行，我知道，我问一下，可以。还有案底，还是本地人呢？你没事，没事的，可以，是可以。现场不能讲啊，我们有案底的不能说的，他包问。
Once you are blacklisted by social credit system, it's almost impossible for you to find a job and you will become homeless. Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Gen Z occupy! Gen Z occupy!
Shit, here we go again.
They're coming for you. They're coming for you.
Allah, how are you? From wokeness in America.
All right, bitches, we outside, we in the pool. I got me my little margarita or whatever.
To liberals being liberals.
All right, I'm back again to hit you with some knowledge about why men are so terrified right now.
Is this true?
Yeah, I will no longer be dating white men.
Trans teacher, classroom drag dance. Allah, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today and my name is Elvis Derry. A woke woman with a nose ring complained that a restaurant got her pronouns wrong.
The other day I went to a restaurant with my girlfriend and my 4-year-old, and the server came up and said, "Hello, ladies," and proceeded to take our drink order. And as soon as the server left, my 4-year-old looked at me and just gasped and was like, "They called you a lady." She also corrected a family member the other day who she heard me and just went, "They, them, they, them, they, them," over and over again until they acknowledged her. All that to say, if my freshly 4-year-old can figure out pronouns, so can your shitty boomer parents. No more excuses.
Does it hurt to be misgendered? A woman cries on camera. Do you have any advice for her?
I don't understand what is so hard about correcting other people when they misgender others. Like, it takes you like 2 seconds, but you know what it takes for me to have to constantly do that? A lot of fucking unnecessary emotional labor that I already have to take on a daily basis just to fucking exist and be who I am. But you don't have the energy to speak up and say something on my behalf? And I just have to keep white-knuckling this?
A liberal woman says that she will not date white men. Listen to this.
Friendly reminder, as a white American woman, I will no longer be dating white men. I'm looking for anything other than a white man. Okay? Just a heads up.
Imagine being a liberal and needing to update your lives daily just to keep pace with your TDS.
So now there's news coming out about our commander-in-chief giving Bubba a BJ. My nose is chapped, sorry. And y'all were concerned about Monica Lewinsky. So now rumor on the street is that Bubba wasn't Bill Clinton, and it's actually something else, because apparently Mark Epstein came out and said that that was not the Bubba they were referring to, but he didn't deny that the photos exist. So, and then also go down the rabbit hole of, I think his name was Ray Krohn, and Trump. Ray Krohn passed away, I think, in 1985, 1986, but they were like really close. And it kind of reminds me of JFK and his roommate. It's JFK, right? JFK. Yeah. So, do with that what you will.
A liberal woman claims that men are terrified right now. Dear men, what will you tell this woman?
Alright, I'm back again to hit you with some knowledge about why men are so terrified right now. Studies have been conducted that women can make babies with other women without men. Yes, you heard that right. We do not need anything from a man to create a baby. The result? We will only have women children. So now let's talk about evolution. Women have had to survive in the society we live in today because of the threats of violence against us. So as we evolve, we become more consciously aware of what is actually happening to us in order to survive. And this deep-rooted consciousness that with women all over the world, and I mean all over the world, is absolutely terrifying to the male species. They have used power and control in order to shut us up and put us in a corner. But what they don't understand is that we are too conscious. We have become too conscious, and you can't take consciousness away from a human. Now, in order for the male species to survive, they must evolve too. And this is absolutely terrifying to them because they've lived in the comforts of their safety for so long. And as we bring consciousness to the male species, they now understand that women actually hold all of the power. Women decide whether the universe procreates and continues. So I say all of this to really say it's time to evolve. Each and every one of us. It's time to evolve and make this world a better place.
A leftist influencer who bragged about crashing in on being racist to white MAGA supporters is now triggered because his wife is begging money on Venmo and getting trolled.
I live the American dream. I get to post videos and cuss out white MAGA supporters for bread. I get to go on live streams and cuss them out for even more money. I get paid doing this on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm not getting off the internet. What are you going to do about it? You're not going to stop the streams. My monthly listeners is going up on Spotify. It's not going down. My follower list did not go down. It went up. It went up all across my social media, especially on Facebook. I gained 20,000 followers in a couple days. Like, right, exactly. Like, oh no, a stranger thinks something bad. Like, you think I give a damn what strangers think about me that don't fuck with me? I don't care. Don't give a damn. So to these people that are harassing my wife and her Venmos, putting in requests instead of sends because she's asking for help or because I'm asking for help, you guys are doing the same thing to me. And that's okay, y'all do it to me because y'all like to troll me, but trolling my wife in this very serious matter when we both need some help, I'm telling you right now, it's very easy to track who you are, and I will ruin your goddamn life.
A man who converted to Islam now says that he is a Muslim woman.
Salam, everyone. I just gotta ask, who's cosplaying? See, cosplaying is when you dress up as something that you aren't or someone you aren't. I am a Muslim woman. I wear what a Muslim woman wears. I dress like that. So, who's cosplaying here? I think you need to learn the words that you're trying to use because they ain't working for you.
Do you think that a straight man who is dating a trans woman is still straight? Listen to this.
Did you know that a straight guy dating a trans girl is still a straight relationship? How? I mean, trans woman a woman, and a man dating a woman? Well, that's a straight relationship.
A man has confessed that he will continue to go into women's restrooms and locker rooms because he thinks that he is a woman.
Oh, I go where I please. I will continue to go into women's restrooms, women's locker rooms, women's spaces, because I am a woman, whether you like it or not. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing Fox News can do about it. Ollie London, Ben Shapiro, Stephen Hilton, Tim Pool, Moms of Bigotry, Libs of TikTok, Charlie Kirk, Matt Walsh, Matt Gaetz, Nick Fuentes. There's nothing any of you can do about it. Nothing. I go where I please. And so far, nobody's had the guts to even try and stop me.
A woke liberal woman tapes her mouth shut when black women are speaking. Like seriously, what is happening to the young men in America?
All right, bitches, we outside, we in the pool. I got me my little margarita or whatever. Now, y'all know I ain't trying to get no motherfucking water, bitch, because I just got waxed yesterday. And, bitch, I ain't trying to get no, like, skin disease or nothing or no staph infection. Look like I'm some type of lizard or something. I don't know. I try to look like no strawberry. You know what I mean? So, yeah, my friends are on the water right now. I'm here chilling. Drinking my little margarita. I just finished a pitcher. Now we're drinking the cans because we already emptied out the bar and whatever. Hopefully no bitch tell me I need no pasties this time and we chilling. But yeah, period, y'all.
A trans teacher filmed himself doing a sexually suggestive drag dance in his classroom.
Guess who's the liberal? Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm vegetarian, and I'm dating someone in the military.
Hi, I'm Tandy. I'm a registered nurse, and I like country music.
Hi, I'm Macy. I love Harry Styles, and I love the 4th of July.
Hi, my name's Malia. I'm a psychology major, and I want to have a ton of kids.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. See you in the next one. Bye bye. From people receiving EBT benefits to taxpayers paying the price.
I'm trying to figure out why the people so mad about food. It's only the...
Did everyone receive benefits?
We hungry. We motherfucking hungry around this motherfucker.
EBT members showing off.
California woman brags about getting her full benefit amount of EBT for the month of November.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to Show New Trend. I'm host of today and my name is Elvis Dairy. A woman recorded carts full of groceries that she was using her EBT card to buy with.
When I tell y'all everybody looking at me crazy to the point that he's like, oh, you gotta feed your family, huh? Yeah, and do. Fuck. Yeah. Cause I'm not cashing nothing in. I'm not swiping nothing in. I buy food. Clock it.
A woman has a child pose showing off carts full of groceries she bought using her November EBT benefits.
California woman brags about getting her full benefit amount of EBT for the month of November.
And I bet you your kids want to come to my house.
An EBT recipient cheered as she got her food stamps back. Do you see any single healthy item in this video? An EBT recipient proudly admitted that she lies to get her benefits, encouraging other people to do the same.
I'm trying to figure